Hey, it's Rick here, and I'm coming at you with another edition of the Weekly Wrap. Hey, thanks for tuning into the Weekly Wrap this week, and just a couple of tidbits on gaming news. The Xbox One cannot seem to get out of the news these days. Consider that a good or a bad thing depending on which side of the fence you're on. The latest says it is region locked, which basically means you cannot import games. You're only going to be able to play games for the region that you bought the console in. So if I buy the Xbox One in the USA, I'm only going to be able to play games that were sold and distributed here in the US. Now, if I wanted to buy a game that comes from Japan or from Europe or anywhere else, no dice, no go. It's not going to work. So some people that may not be a big deal. Others it may. I'd love to hear your thoughts on what you feel down below in the comments. Remember, E3 is just about a week and a half away, and I'm sure we're going to get a lot more answers come that time. I'll be interested to see that. Now, on the Nintendo front, a couple of bits of info here. First off, in the form of a patch for New Super Mario Bros. U. There is a patch coming right around the same time as New Super Luigi U that is going to thankfully add Pro Controller support. So I am very excited about this because that is going to make that game so much more enjoyable for me. And I can't wait to see when that happens right around the same time as New Super Luigi U. Now, the other thing about the Wii U is its controller, the gamepad. Remember, this is the pad that has the screen built into it. So many people have complained that that pad has a crummy battery life of only about 3 to 5 hours. Well, Nintendo of Japan has announced they're releasing an updated battery for this late July of this year that will extend the battery life from 3 to 5 hours to 5 to 8 hours. So almost double, not quite, but almost double. It's going to run you about $39 US. That's what the translation is from yen to US dollars. And it's only available in Japan at first. So we'll see if it makes its way over to our shores. Otherwise, it looks like I may be importing a battery. Now, my game of the week this week goes to an iOS game, and it is Star Wars: The Old Republic. This is a game that has been out on multiple platforms for quite some time, and it has finally made its way to iOS devices, specifically the iPad. It's not going to run on your iPhone or your iPod Touch. But if you've got an iPad, it gets my full-on recommendation. I played this on other systems before. It's going to run you about $9.99. So worth it. Such a great RPG and one of the best Star Wars games out there. Not only by my opinion, by many out there as well. Check it out. It's Star Wars: The Old Republic, available on your iPad now in the App Store for about $9.99. So let's get into the question of the week, shall we? But before we do that, let me go back to last week's question where I asked you guys, what tech item or tech product couldn't you live without? And I'm going to read one here, and it is coming to us, looking at my Mac right now, by Jason Baroni. He says, my iPad mini is all that I need. I can do just everything on it. I can socialize, read books, play awesome games, compose docs, watch movies, and all the good stuff. I quite replaced my smartphone with this baby. The system behind iTunes and iCloud is so perfect that it helped me to also replace my PC. And I'm hearing more and more people doing that. We hear the term kind of, I don't want to say cutting the cable, but basically going the age of the post-PC era, and a lot of people moving to tablets. So I would probably say for me, my tech device is going to be between my iPhone and my iPad as well. Probably if I had to pick one, it's going to be my iPhone. Can't live without that. That's going to bring us to this week's question of the week. Well, this past week, we saw the final Monsters University trailer come out, and we're heading into summertime, which means a lot of summer blockbuster movies. I want to know, what is the one summertime movie that you guys are looking forward to checking out? Leave your comments down below, and I may feature it next week. Now, to wrap things up for us this week, just a couple of notes for you guys. I do have some iOS codes to give away to you guys today. You're not going to see them scroll down below because one of the things that I did this past week was to launch forums over at metagamers.com. So you guys know, hopefully you do now if you didn't, I have a website. It's metagamers.com, and I just launched the discussion forums over there. It's forums.metagamers.com. You'll see the link right down below. And I'm going to encourage you, go over there, sign up. It's free. You can engage in participation. You can engage in conversation. And I'm going to be giving away codes over there for Puzzle Juice right here. I'm going to give it away for Crosswords. I'm going to give it away for Where's My Perry? And I'm also going to give it away for Circadia, I think it's pronounced. And I'm also going to be hosting some pretty exclusive giveaways over on my forums for cases and accessories and things like that. You'll see some engaging polls that are going to start to take shape and take place over there as well. And I'm also going to encourage you, I'm going to start an E3 thread for the Electronics Entertainment Expo that's coming up here in about a week and a half. And I'd like to hear what you guys want to see there, because I'm going to be on the floor and I'm going to do a lot of filming, hopefully some interviewing, and I can get to the bottom of certain things for you guys and post them right here on my YouTube channel. So check out forums.metagamers.com. That's where I'm going to be hosting some pretty exclusive giveaways. I'll still do them here on my YouTube channel as well. And that's going to wrap us up for this week. Again, as always, thanks for tuning in. This has been your weekly wrap, and I'll catch you next week. Take care, everybody, and have fun.